It's week 6 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Colts' speedy running back. He's been a frequent end-zone tourist. He's second in the league in rushing touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Texans coming up.
What better
next.
way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewer here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking a sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And here we go from Indy. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
And his first pass falls incomplete. These guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, Kate? If you and I traveled to every training camp, I think we'd hear the same thing. Next man up, next man up. These teams know it. The players know it. You hear the talk, but then you got to walk it, and this team is. I know it's early, but this is looking like a group who could be built for a playoff run as long as this list doesn't grow too much longer.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Go. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Forced out to his right. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And he's encouraged out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack.
Let's go now.
3rd and long for him here. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. They'll throw it. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
2nd and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here's the handoff. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. To throw here on 1st down. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. First and 10, looking to throw. Finds the in route, complete. There he goes on the right side. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts reach pay dirt for the first time this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route... right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. Second down.
All right.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing the out route complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Second and 3 now. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. First down, ball at the 36.
On the quick, right?
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. From the gun, Stroud. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Second and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun now for Stroud. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To the air, Stroud. The back grabs it. Will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans break the tie here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Point after converted from Purdie. And the Texans take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Purdie has it all teed up and ready to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 8. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That one's complete, right side. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Plowing up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Back to the well again. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. It's a 14-7 game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Hand off to the back. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From the 18 on 2nd down. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll try and punch it in. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Offense working quickly.
Go street. Cougar 19.
Back to him on 2nd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Colts can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts tie things up at 14. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got it. Started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They kick the running back in motion. Second and 13. Completed to his running back. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Stroud from the pistol. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Lone back gets the handoff. Room to run inside the 20. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Airing it out to start this drive. Taken in by Harrison. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Another carry for him. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. The Colts working here. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Complete over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. They go play action on first. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts. Right up the gut. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The give now out of the shotgun. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Here we go, here we go. Stop below 18. Track at 60. Trap 60, trap 60. Panther Street, Panther Street.
He'll look to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Going ground on 1st and goal. Is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts earn the chance to tie it before halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Colts tie this game at 21. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Has this at the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've hit halftime, all tied up thanks to that late touchdown. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin in the AFC South in Nashville. Tennessee hosting Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. The Jags trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. Jordan Love has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Texans and this running back headed back out for a new series. And that touchdown catch earlier, it's another for him this season, as you can see, among the NFL's leaders in that category so far this year. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run it from the gun. The ball's out, he lost it. And the offense recovers, they can still advance it. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
From the 34. Hits him on the in route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. On the move, headed right. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
On the quick, right?
Now it's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. They send a man in motion. On first down, they'll run. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go.
Short side option here. He's running left. Through the 35, 20, 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts start the second half with some needed points. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option...
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Lays out left side and gets it. That play good for 17 and a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they make the tackle at the 38. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. It is caught left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On play action, here's Stroud. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Looking slant route, complete. It looks like we can call it back 4 yards in the end. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 21. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown!
So, previous play is under review.
Here we go, set, go.
Give now to the running back. And he'll get it up to the 44. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're going play action. Hits his running back. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning a game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I guess sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up now. 3rd down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up. Back to throw it. That one's complete, right side. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
60 by 6. Come on, set.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And this is only a short gain. He's stopped down at the 33. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1 yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Dropping back to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Colts can tie it up. Third and the 3rd. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts tie this game 35 apiece.
Good. Okay.
1st down, Stroud. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Here we go, let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Finds him on the crossing route. Jukes his way into the clear. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Has the Houston touchdown. Play action on 1st down. Rolling left, buying some time. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Throwing with a blitz on the way. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Have to pick up the pace offensively as they go hurry up. Trying again, following the sack. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by these points.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing out to the left. Cut! And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
The give here on second. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. That play clock running low, and Shane Steichen signals for a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Third and long for him here. He's got it! And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Everybody rushing back to the line. Desperation time here on 4th.